Hello children, in this we are going to see telescope which helps us, enables us to see the distance object clearly, right? We have a different types of telescopes also. See, refracting telescope and reflecting telescope. In this refracting telescope we are going to see that astronomical telescope and terrestrial telescope. Astronomical telescope helps to see the heavenly objects, and the terrestrial telescope helps us to see the distant object of the surface of the earth, right? Now we are going to learn the astronomical telescope. In this also we have two types, that is normal adjustment method and LDDV method. See, now normal adjustment method, and in this as usual we have for that telescope two combined that lens, objective lens and the eyepiece. And when a parallel beam of light is incident on the objective, it forms a real inverted and diminished image. So this will act as a object for the eyepiece. So eyepiece is well adjusted and then it lies in between at its focus, right? So therefore the final image we can get infinitely and highly magnified inverted image which is formed, right? So you are seeing the distance between the PO, that is objective lens, and the focus, which is called a objective focal length, and this is a eye focal length, and L which is equal to both together FO plus FE. The angles which we are going to compare for that magnifying power, that is the angle which is subtended at the eye and the angle which is subtended by the eye, the object and the image, both alpha and beta. So you must know the focal length of objective is much greater than that eyepiece, right? And the aperture of the objective is also larger to allow more light to pass through it. As we know that the magnifying power for the comparing normal adjustment method, it is defined as the ratio of the angle subtended at the eye by the final image as seen through the telescope to the angle subtended at the by the object seen directly. So when both the image and the object lies at infinite, we will get the magnifying power m, which is equal to beta by alpha, as we know. So tan beta by tan alpha. By comparing that triangles, we will get the value FEI by PEFE whole divided by FEI by POFE. So by applying the Cartesian sign, we will get FO which is positive and FE which is negative. So minus I by minus FE whole divided by minus I by FO. So what is the magnifying power for the normal adjustment method? The image which is formed at infinite minus FO by FE. Okay, so the next one is for the image which is formed LDDV, at least distance of distinct vision. As usual, the parallel beam of light coming from the distant objects falls on the objective at some angle which we have taken that alpha, and see that the objective focuses the beam and the focal plane and forms a real inverted diminished image, and the object, that object we have taken FOI, the inverted image, is act as object for the eyepiece. So the distance of the image, so that the final image magnified inverted image which is formed respect to the object, right? The final image we can see at least distance of distinct vision. So magnifying power, as we knows, and the distances of DU and the angles for comparing we have taken. So as usual, magnifying power is the ratio of what? The angle subtended at the eye by the final image formed at the least distance of distinct vision to the angle subtended at the eye by the object at infinite when we seen it directly. M which is equal to beta by alpha. So tan beta by tan alpha we have taken. As usual, by comparing these, we will get M which is equal to plus F naught by minus UE, right? By applying lens equation, we have to get again for the eyepiece you have to take u which is equal to minus ue and v which is equal to minus d. So the formula is what? Lens formula 1 by v minus 1 by u which is equal to 1 by f. So applying these values we will get 1 by minus d minus 1 by minus ue which is equal to 1 by fe, and by multiplying both the sides f naught we will get and rearrange this m which is equal to minus f naught by fe into 1 plus fe by d, right? So from this clearly we can get the focal length of the objective must be greater than the eyepiece for larger magnifying power, and also we must note that the m is larger than that normal adjustment position, right? Now we can see the reflecting telescope. So we have two reflecting, that is Cassegrain and Newtonian. We can see now the Cassegrain telescope. See the diagram of the Cassegrain reflecting telescope. It consists of large concave, that is the primary mirror which having a hole at its center. See, there is a small convex, that is a secondary mirror also kept near the focus of the primary mirror. See the eyepiece is placed on the axis of the telescope near the hole of the primary mirror. So this is the setup, and we can see now the working principle. The parallel rays from the distant object are reflected by the large concave mirror first. So before these rays come to the focus at f, they are reflected by the small convex mirror and they are converged to the point I, see just outside the hole. The final form in the image, I is weaved through the eyepiece. As the first image at f is inverted with respect to the distant object, and the second image I is erect with the respect to first image. See, so hence finally we will get inverted image with respect to the object. So we have taken f naught be the focal and objective, focal length of the objective. Fe is the eyepiece focal, right? So we can take the final image formed at the least distance of distinct vision, m which is equal to f naught by fe 1 plus fe by d, and for infinite we will get m which is equal to f naught by fe which is equal to r by 2 whole divided by fe. So this is for the reflecting telescope, right? Thank you children.